I want to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to say a few words. First of all, I want to acknowledge the presence of the President, World Bamboo Organization, and the Executive Director, and also the Principal Secretary, Government of Mianipur, Industry, Director Industry, Principal Chief Conservator of Forest, and many other senior officers, and also the most important stakeholders of this meeting, that is the participants. And I can see that there are a lot of experts in bamboo sector, and particularly because of your presence, I think I consider myself as very privileged to be here. I want to say a few words about the role of Northeastern Council, Government of India, Ministry for Development of Northeastern Region. We call it as DONA. I am representing the organization from Shillong. Without really going into other details, I would like to come straight to the point. Some of you may know, and some may not be really aware of the policy of the Government of India as far as bamboo is concerned. We all know that Northeast is the biggest reserve of bamboo in the entire country. There are actually 3 organizations in the Government of India which are looking after bamboo sector. One is that we all know, under the Ministry of Agriculture, we have a mission called National Bamboo Mission. And we have the State Mission Director, Mr. D.D. Haukim, who is one of the organizers of this workshop. And the second is under the Ministry of Science and Technology. It is called National Mission for Bamboo Application. It is under the Prime Minister's office. And the office, actually the center, is situated right in the campus of IIT Delhi. This organization, National Mission for Bamboo Application, specializes in developing commercialized or commercial technology so that we can commercialize bamboo products. And we also have Development Commissioner for Handicraft, which promotes funds and also looks after the handicraft sector from bamboo. So these are the 3 very important organizations under the Government of India who are looking after the development and anything related to bamboo in the country. So here there is Northeastern Council based in Shillong, which actually is the regional planning and also the funding body. And I would like to let you know that we have a new guidelines approved in 2018. And this guideline lays down specifically that bamboo will be the core mandate of, among the core mandates of Northeastern Council. So the prospect is very bright in the sense that we'll be happy to be the main stakeholder for developing bamboo sector in the region. So apart from that, we have heard about the potential of bamboo in many sectors, but we do have a little practical problem in Northeast, which I would like to highlight so that all of us are aware of the problems that we are facing. I was talking to our respected ex-ambassador, Mr. Mukhopadhyay, about this as well. So the first is that we're talking about bamboo cultivation. we've come to realize that the species available in Northeast are not really good for industrial use. So we may have to bring in different species and we may have to cultivate them. But the present policy of the government of India is that we can only cultivate bamboo in bamboo can be actually cultivated only in non-forest area. This is applicable only for Northeast. There is no proper classification of land and forest in Northeast in this particular policy. So the problem is that the entire area of Northeast is considered to be forest area. So that means even under the National Bamboo Mission, we cannot cultivate or we cannot plant bamboo. This is one issue that we need to sort it out. So I would request the workshop to take this point up, and I think we'll have to impress upon the authorities, the competent authorities, to revisit this particular policy, and if required, we can request them to amend it so that the forest area can be classified, categorized, because we have a lot of degraded forest. We practice zooming cultivation or shifting cultivation. So in order to regenerate the degraded forest, or the deforested area can be reforested or afforested again through bamboo cultivation only. So this particular rider is applicable only for Northeast. I really don't know. The policy makers may have a lot of wisdom in bringing this about, but I think we can always request them, bring this up to revisit. And the other issue that we have is we have been talking about bamboo all the time, but we have not really thought about the technology intervention, particularly in the region. We have Dr. Vinash, who is going to speak after me. He is looking after the Institute of Bamboo and Cane Development based in Agarwal. So during the last DT forum meeting, there is the new Avatar Planning Commission of India. We've discussed that we need an IIT kind of institution in Northeast. That is National Institute for Bamboo Development. So it should be at the level of, it should be a national institute. It should be an iconic institute. So we somehow have, I think, managed to put that into the agenda or in the minutes of the last DT forum, and I think we need to follow that up. Once we have that, I think we can take bamboo or whatever, bamboo technology or whatever forward. Without technology intervention, it will be very difficult for actually us to get down to the grounds and translate all this talks and deliberation into action. That's another thing, so we can follow that up. And the Economic Advisory Council of the Prime Minister of India is taking around at the moment, soliciting ideas from stakeholders and experts. So he had visited Northeastern Council recently. We have brought this up, the difficulties and some of the barriers that we're facing, particularly in the cultivation of bamboo. So we brought this up. I'm sure they may also visit the government of Mianipur. If that is the case, then I would request all the senior officers to bring this up as well. And the Forest Department of Government of Mianipur is really aware of these issues already. So apart from that, there is nothing much for me to say. But since the representative from INBAR is also here, apart from the World Bamboo Organization, I would like to talk about one thing that we have always have a tendency to miss out. In the earlier meetings that we have in CBDC, that is Center for Bamboo and Cane Development Center, I have raised this issue because we've been talking about bamboo all the time, and we've forgotten cane. So let us remember that without cane, bamboo development will be incomplete. Handicraft will not be complete without cane. So we have to think about cultivation of cane, development of cane, because bamboo and cane go hand in hand. So NEC is there to support you if there are good proposals coming from the state, or even from the institutes owned by the Government of India, or even from the NGOs, or even from the societies. We will be there and we will be happy to assist and handhold, including financing such kind of venture. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for this time.